Blog Post 01, The Hidden Blessings in Life's Flat Tires. Have you ever had one of those days where everything seems to go wrong? Maybe your car breaks down, your phone dies, or you spill coffee all over your favorite shirt, just when you thought you had it all together. For Duane Morgan, author of the Kayenta Curse, these moments weren't just annoyances, they were wake-up calls from the universe, nudging him toward a deeper understanding of himself and the world around him. His story, particularly the strange string of incidents he calls the Kayenta Curse, is a reminder that what feels like a curse might actually be a blessing in disguise. Let's dive into this idea and see what it might mean for you. Picture this. Duane and his wife Elaine are cruising through the high desert of Arizona in their trusty Chevy Suburban, Big Blue, cameras in tow, chasing the perfect shot for their photography gallery. They're on Route 160 near Kayenta, a remote spot in the Navajo Nation, when, bam, a flat tire forces them to pull over in front of an old motel called the Anasazi Inn. It's 100 degrees out, the sweat's dripping, and Duane's wrestling with a lug nut while feeling something. An eerie sense of déjà vu, a jittery energy he can't quite place. He shrugs it off as Elaine reassures him it's just a fluke. But then it happens again. Months later, a tire rim splits in two near the same spot. Then, on another trip, their battery explodes, leaving them stranded. Coincidence? Duane doesn't think so. At first, these mishaps frustrated him. Who wouldn't be annoyed by a string of car troubles in the middle of nowhere? But as he reflects in his book, these weren't random breakdowns, they were signposts. The Kayenta Curse, as he dubbed it, kept pulling him back to this unassuming stretch of desert, whispering that there was more to the story. And boy, was there. Over time, Duane came to see Kayenta as a spiritual anchor, a place tied to his past life as White Wolf, a Native American healer. What started as a literal flat tire became a metaphor for life's way of slowing us down to make us pay attention. I don't know about you, but I've had my share of flat tire moments. Like the time I missed a flight and ended up meeting someone who changed my perspective on life, or when a rained-out picnic forced me indoors to finish a project I've been avoiding. It's funny how the universe works, throwing curveballs that feel like setbacks but turn out to be setups for something bigger. Duane's story takes this idea to a whole new level. He believes these incidents were orchestrated by spirit, a cosmic nudge to reconnect with the land and his higher self, Dusty Rhodes. And the more he listened, the more he uncovered about his purpose. Think about your own life for a sec. What's your version of the Kayenta Curse? Maybe it's a job loss that pushed you toward a passion you'd ignored, or a health scare that made you rethink your priorities. Duane's tale suggests that these disruptions aren't just obstacles, they're invitations. Invitations to pause, reflect, and maybe even pivot. He writes, "The land itself has a spirit, a presence that speaks to those who are willing to listen." For him, Kayenta wasn't just a dot on the map. It was a classroom where the universe taught him resilience and awareness. Now, let's be real. Listening isn't always easy. When Big Blue's tire blew out that second time, Duane could have cursed the desert and called it a day. Instead, he started asking questions. Why here? Why now? That curiosity led him to meditate on his connection to Kayenta, eventually uncovering visions of the Anasazi, ancient star travelers who'd left their mark on the land and his soul. It's a wild leap from a busted tire to cosmic wisdom. But that's the beauty of his journey. It shows how the mundane can crack open the extraordinary if we're willing to look beyond the surface. So, how do we apply this to our own lives? Duane's experience offers a few clues. First, don't dismiss the hiccups. Next time your plans go sideways, take a breath and ask, what's this trying to tell me? Maybe it's not about the flat tire itself, but what you notice while you're stuck on the side of the road, the quiet, the stars, the nudge to slow down. Second, trust that there's a bigger picture. Duane didn't see the curse as a blessing until years later, when hindsight revealed its purpose. Sometimes we need to sit with the discomfort before the meaning clicks. By the end of his book, Duane flips the script entirely. The Kayenta Curse turned out not to be a curse, but a blessing. It's a powerful reframing, one that challenges us to see our own struggles as stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Sure, it's not always fun to change a tire in the blazing heat or detour around life's roadblocks, but if Duane's right, those moments might just be the universe's way of saying, hey, you're exactly where you need to be. So, next time life throws you a curveball, channel your inner Duane Morgan. Look for the lesson, feel the energy, and maybe, just maybe, thank the curse for showing up.